So the next time you're in an interactive museum exhibit and the room goes completely dark, the exact second a thunderclap rolls across the ceiling, don't go looking for some massive control room.
Hey, look behind the walls instead.
Exactly. You won't find a giant computer server. You'll probably find this tiny, practically invisible conductor. Welcome to today's deep dive, where we are looking at some source material from HDTV Supply for a device called the BrightSign AU335. Our mission today is to uncover how this hidden piece of hardware actually choreographs the physical spaces around you.
And, I mean, the scale of what this little box does is wild when you consider it costs just $180.
And it weighs what, like a can of soup?
Basically, yeah. It's about 377 grams. But it's this cloud-based platform designed to push massive high-bandwidth audio. We are talking 24-bit lossless files.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and full Dolby Atmos surround sound, which gets sent to up to 3 different audio zones at the exact same time.
And how is it physically connecting to do all that without lagging?
It uses micro HDMI, eARC, and eARC connections. Those basically act as this, super highway, letting those really heavy, uncompressed audio formats travel instantly to the speakers.
Right. But if it's strictly pushing audio, couldn't a venue just use like a glorified MP3 player? I mean, you load some high-quality tracks onto an SD card, plug it in, and let it loop in the background.
Oh.
What makes this any different from an iPod taped to a speaker?
Well, it really comes down to how it interacts with the physical world. A standard MP3 player just spits out sound, right? The AU335 actually controls its environment.
Okay, how does it do that?
It uses physical connections, specifically this thing called a 12-pin Phoenix GPIO port.
A GPIO port.
Yeah, think of it as a raw electronic nervous system. It lets the box send simple, instant electrical pulses directly to other hardware.
So back to that museum exhibit, the Thunder audio plays, and
And then the box instantly fires a pulse through the GPIO port directly to the lighting rig, instantly dimming the lights.
that is incredibly cool.
Right. And it's also using USB Type-C and what were called CEC commands to talk to retail displays.
Wait, I've seen CEC on my TV menus at home. That's the feature that lets my remote turn on the soundbar automatically, right?
You got it. It's essentially a hidden communication channel built right into modern HDMI cables. The player uses those CEC commands to reach out and, hijack the volume controls.
I'll switch inputs on a store's soundbar.
Exactly. Nobody has to walk around with a remote. The
Okay.
little box is just actively managing the hardware on its own.
So it's not just playing a track, it's driving the whole sensory experience in that room.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my thing. If a sprawling sports bar or a huge retail store is running, say, 50 of these boxes across different zones,
Yeah.
my absolute nightmare is an echo effect. Like if they're all just a fraction of a second out of sync from each other, it would be complete audio chaos.
Oh, it would be a total mess. But there has to be some sort of central brain keeping them all in rhythm. And there is. That central brain lives in the cloud.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, instead of programming 50 boxes manually, venue managers use a platform called bsn.cloud, along with this free software called BrightAuthor.
So they're all networked together.
Right. Every player hooks into the building's network using a standard 100 base Ethernet connection. It's just a solid, hardwired internet lifeline.
And that prevents the echo.
Yeah, that connection lets the cloud monitor the health of every single device and perfectly synchronize the playback across the entire venue.
So the cloud acts as the ultimate conductor, making sure every box plays the exact same sheet music at the exact same millisecond.
Exactly.
But, I mean, manually configuring 50 individual boxes to talk to that cloud still sounds like a massive headache.
Oh, for sure, which is why they use a feature called bdeploy.
Bdeploy.
Yeah, if you are outfitting a massive new space, you do not configure the boxes one by one. You use bdeploy to just blast the exact same setup instructions to the entire network of players all at once.
Just over the internet.
Yep, over the internet. You plug them in, they talk to the cloud, and the whole venue is instantly synced.
Wow. So the next time you are wandering through a perfectly lit museum exhibit, or you hear flawlessly synced background music moving with you through a large retail space, you will know the secret.
Yeah, that heavy lifting isn't being done by a giant, expensive rack of computers.
Exactly. It's likely being managed by a remarkably affordable, lightweight little box hidden just out of sight.
Which really leaves you with something to think about. As these compact $180 devices become fully capable of seamlessly synchronizing audio, lighting, and hardware via the cloud, how long before every physical public space you enter is programmed, managed, and updated in real time, exactly like a website?